Finally the wind picked up, I could set sails. Zero is doing very well. Again, I'm absolutely impressed. If anybody says a Hudson 450 is not a good sailor, she's sailing very good. We have a little less than 10 knots of wind and we are doing 5.5 to 6 knots speed. And that's awesome. She's steering on her own. And I can do whatever I do. The ocean has a strange color. I mean, it is deep here. What was that? It is around 500-600 feet deep. But it looks like we're sailing over sand. So probably the effect of the glaciers, which are not inside, but which are over there. Plenty of them. I'm going to round Kayak Island on the outside. I don't go through the passage, and it's over there. Probably I will reach it in 3 to 4 hours during night. Awesome sailing, and I guess if I can make such a good speed, I will stop at Icy Bay. Maybe stay there a day or two and then go to Yakutat, picking up Rebecca. So I was lucky with the wind and had a fast passage to Yakutat. I stopped in Icy Bay, but the weather was cold and rainy, so I just got a good night's sleep and left again the next morning. Rebecca was supposed to land in 3 days, and I wanted to clean the boat as much as possible. So arriving earlier in Yakutat would help to do a good job. Within minutes, I met Les, and he showed me around and offered me help whatever I needed. So I've seen pretty much all of it in one afternoon when Les drove me around and showed me the highlights. But I needed time on the boat anyway, and so I organized, dried and cleaned Zero in and outside to present Rebecca a nice home. It actually looked very nice, and after I filled the diesel tanks, Zero was ready as never before. Yeah, here I am, on my way to the airport. Les, he's a local sailor here, local sailor and fisherman. He was so nice to give me his car so I can pick up my quartermaster. It's 4 months and I'm really looking forward to see her. Today's the day! When I arrived at the airport, there were bad news waiting for me. Because of the rain, Rebecca's plane couldn't land. After 3 attempts to land, the captain decided to continue to Juneau and tried it again tomorrow. It was supposed to rain for the next couple of days, which means the next plane in the morning would probably have the same problem. And then Rebecca would be back in Anchorage. That would be even worse. So I decided to pick up Rebecca in Juneau and set sails the same night. What happened the last 3 days?
Oh man, happened so much, and I landed in Anchorage. Everything was pretty fine, and the next day I was supposed to fly to Yakutat, but then suddenly the pilot aborted the attempt to land. But the weather, the visibility, the clouds were hanging so low, so they flew to Juneau with me. So,
I could hear the plane.
yeah.
And they told us that the plane can't land and it's flying to Juneau.
Yeah.
I left harbor immediately. It was wild out there. I mean, we had 35 knots straight on the nose for the first couple of hours, and the waves were wild and coming from 2 different directions. So yeah, after 3 days I arrived in Juneau, and you were out there with a family on a fishing boat, right?
Yeah.
And I maneuvered Zero alongside, and there we were. So, welcome from Juneau, and guess who's with me?
Hello!
Oh wow, we count at least 6 cruise ships here. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Let's stroll around the city a little and explore Juneau.
Yeah, take a look. Which one do you like best?
Welcome at the Tanaki Bath House. Oh, this is great. Oh, yeah. They told us there are bears here, and we already saw 2. And now we're going to
Which bears?
pet some bears. Yeah. Now we want to see them, smell them. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Aloha.
It's just me and my boat.
I actually feel like a little schoolboy just before his first date. Feels good.